One thing we all experience is the older we get, the faster life changes. For me, the significant changes were the introduction of the personal computer, the fax machine, mobile phones, and the internet. In the 1980s, I could not have imagined what we've seen in the 2000s. And yet, here we go again with another leap in technology as the telecom companies roll out new 5G networks. The switch to 5G is no surprise because it's been in the works since late 2017. However, it's beginning to accelerate. So, let's take a look. In a report by Michael Walkley, five-star analyst with Canaccord, major operators are signing up 5G subscribers and opening service at a faster pace than expected. Walkley says, "We believe the transition to 5G is ramping faster than global networks transition to 4G and any other previous wireless generations." According to Walkley, Korean mobile operators already have 4 million 5G subscribers, while in the US, both T-Mobile and AT&T have already launched low-band 5G network services. In China, the three major mobile operators launched 5G commercial operations last year. So the switch is happening. And the obvious question, how can we profit? One answer may be Siva Inc., which develops and markets digital signal processor technology for the semiconductor industry. The company works with chip makers and original equipment manufacturers. Ceva provides for a variety of devices in the mobile, consumer, and industrial areas. Ceva saw some strong metrics in the second half of 2019. In the third quarter, Ceva showed a 61% sequential gain in royalty income to $12.2 million dollars, and total revenues of $23.5 million dollars were up 10% year over year. Canaccord's Michael Walkley has taken a bullish stance on Siva. He says with roughly 40 to 50 customers currently paying royalties to Siva, we believe this number could increase to 100 or to over 110 in the next several years. Walkley sees Siva's growth supporting a 38% upside in the next 12 months and gives the stock a $38 price target with a buy rating. Looking at the consensus breakdown, opinions on Siva are split. The bulls come in with 2 buy ratings compared with 2 hold ratings. The upside potential, though, is about 17% as a result of the $32 per share average price target. So now let's go take a look at our charts for Siva. And we're looking at the 20-year monthly chart on Ceva Inc. and the symbol is CEVA. For disclosure purposes, I do not hold any shares of Ceva at this time. Now, if you know me and you've been following me, you like this chart, and here's why. Going all the way back to 2003, from there on, we have this nice upward trend, and it seems to be accelerating in the recent period. Now, looking here at the MAC, you can see that the recent bottoming, which I believe is the bottom, that process there is slightly more negative than the bottom here in 2013. So that divergence I really like because even though the MAC, the current MAC, is lower than the previous low, the price has continued on up. That's a spectacular divergence. I love those, and you've seen many of them before. Here into the histogram, definitely a bottoming, and it rocketed on up here. It's above zero, and it looks like it might continue. Here in the price rate of change, same sort of indication to me there, bottom and moving on up. Not all that different than here. Moving down into the RSI, same thing. We have that bottoming. Now, the fast line or the line here is just barely above the midline or 50 line, but I think we're going to get a continuation of that into that hopefully overbought territory above that 80 to that 100 level. We'll see. Here into the stochastics, same thing. Nice bottoming process and up and away, and we're above that midline. That's what you want to see. Volume looks good, and then the Williams. The Williams has already made a move up into that overbought territory. It came back down here, and it looks like it's going to head right back up there to that area. And we've seen in the past that it can stay in that overbought territory for quite some time. So that's probably what's going to happen. I think that's where the probabilities lie, and that is my expectation here for Siva. As usual, though, please conduct your fundamental analysis. But for me, if you want to be in 5G, Siva is something that you ought to take a look at. And for today, that's ChewDog Charts. Thank you.